Josh, getting a lot of playing time and being a big contributor to the team. How does it feel right now to be more involved, whereas first part of the year you were doing a lot of watching?
Yeah, I think in the beginning of the year, you just kind of waiting for the opportunity, and you know it's going to come. So you just want to make the most of it when you get that chance, and hopefully I can continue to contribute as much as possible, and hopefully there's more and more ice time as I can earn the trust of the coaches and everything with that. So.
We know you bring a lot of offense with your defensive game. Kind of describe the balance you try to walk between contributing on the offensive end yet still doing your job on the defensive end.
To be honest, I just try to make the plays that are there. Fortunately, our forwards are scoring a lot of goals. So, when you give them the puck and there's a good opportunity for them and they're putting it in, it feels good and everybody's happy. And so hopefully we can just keep everyone happy. If we're scoring and winning up and down the lineup, we're a happy team and we like being happy. So.
A couple of guys going up to Chicago the last week here. Just kind of talk about the chemistry with guys rotating in and out, up and down, things like that.
Yeah, I think it's something you see a lot in pro hockey. I mean, I haven't been playing forever, but you see it a lot. So I think guys are pretty good at filling those shoes and making the most of opportunities that are given. So hopefully everybody just keeps doing that, and we can keep finding success as a team.
You guys defensively have given up only 3 goals or less over the last 5 games, I think it is. What's the emphasis been like on the defensive aspect this year in terms of being consistent at getting those points and getting those wins, the importance of playing good defense?
Yeah, I mean, if you're scoring more than the other team, it definitely, you're winning the game. So if we can keep them to less than, usually I think the statistic shows if you could score 3 or 4 goals in a game and keep them obviously lower than that, you're going to win. So, if we can just keep the puck out of our net and score more goals, we'll be good to go. I feel like, everyone's system is to keep the puck out of the net. So we're just, trying to do exactly that, and it seems to be working. So hopefully we can keep it simple and keep doing that.
2 games against Manitoba this weekend. What's gone right against them this year, and what are you looking forward to taking advantage of these next 2 games?
Kind of touched on it earlier, but we just, we seem to be finding the back of the net, so hopefully we can just keep doing that. The offensive flow seems to be going, and we're keeping the puck out of the net. I know it seems pretty cliche, but, it's really what it comes down to. We're scoring more than they are and playing a good team game. Everybody's contributing, so it seems to be a recipe for success. So.
Since you cracked the lineup here with the Hogs and been playing more recently, what has been the discussion with assistant coach Jared Nightingale? What have you guys been talking about as through these last couple weeks as you've progressed along here?
Yeah, I mean, the whole time since the beginning of the year, the whole staff's been very open and honest. They told me I was going to be given an opportunity. It's just a matter of when, and they know what I'm capable of. So they pretty much were just like, look, when you're given the opportunity, make sure you get in there and contribute. And that's kind of my outlook on it. Coming in, obviously, it's a minor league team. There's a lot of guys on NHL contracts, and I'm not going to get the first look, but when I can get in and contribute, at the end of the day, we want to win, and I want to win. So just to be able to contribute to that and, get some wins in the win column, and, those points add up toward the end of the year. So hopefully we can just keep doing that, and good things will happen.
This is your first experience in Rockford. I mean, how are you enjoying it so far, the town, the organization as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Chicago Blackhawks are a top NHL organization, and that filters right down from here and from the things I've heard in Indy. Obviously it's an organization. As a player, when you become a free agent, you're like, hey, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world playing in that organization. So, but yeah, everything since I've been here has been top notch. Just the way the coaches handle everything, to the equipment staff, training staff, and management. It's been fantastic. Everybody's welcomes you with open arms, and I feel like we've, as a team, come together pretty quickly, which obviously is, leads to success when everyone's comfortable and feels like a team. Good things are going to come of that, and hopefully, like I've been saying, it just keeps rolling, and before you know it, it'll be April, and hopefully we'll be in a pretty good playoff spot, and we are hitting our prime hockey, and we can win some playoff games.